This is Otis,
I'm Jerry.
and this is two guys catching up on football. Our it's Jerry and my. I forget the English. Yeah, Jerry and I weekly opportunity to catch up on things that we've seen this weekend in the world of football. I mean,
If you
we
guys
watch
are,
a
if
lot of sports.
anybody's, yeah, if anybody's new, Otis and I used to do this every Monday during football season. Probably about the first 60 minutes of sitting in the cubes is we'd catch up with everything that happened over the weekend. So
60 minutes. It was probably they were paying us for like an hour or two that we're sitting there talking, and they were paying us for that. I enjoyed that. Yeah, so we decided we get together and just do this once a week during football season. So we just do it during the regular season. We don't do it during the playoffs and all that good stuff.
yeah, we have
Because
fun with
more
it.
because more than likely his team and my team are not in the playoffs, so we really don't
Well,
care.
you guys will be fine this year. My team's already eliminated, so
Yeah.
by week four, they're mathematically eliminated through week four.
And we that's that's harsh, but
I
it's
know it's
true.
pretty bad.
It's
Now,
harsh, but it's true.
actually, if we want to jump into this, though, so here's a question. I'm gonna say it. You're gonna say, "Oh, here he goes again." Okay, so I'm not the one. I don't mind if it happens. I'm not calling for it. People are talking about firing Kevin Stefanski.
Yeah, I
He's
know.
he's 4-20, but you and I talk about this all the time, and it comes up when Shanahan has problems. Who is the replacement?
Yeah, yeah.
I
If
don't
you're
know.
go- yeah,
It, it,
if you're gonna replace somebody, the guy you're replacing him with needs to be better. I mean,
yeah,
you can't.
and who? I mean, uh, I'm not going Rex Ryan. I'm not calling. Who was the Ohio State guy that went to Jacksonville? It was a disaster.
Oh,
Um,
Urban Meyer.
yeah, there's some people. Otis and I agree too. Some people are coaching where they're supposed to. They're not supposed to be NFL coaches. Uh,
No,
you know,
Urban Meyer
so
should not be an NFL coach.
I
No.
don't. But a friend of mine, a fellow Browns fan, said it's time for Stefanski. But he brought up the same thing. Who do you replace him with? I have no
Yeah,
idea. I
yeah.
don't.
And to be honest, there's there the college
Maybe.
the college coaches, very few of them can go to the pros and be successful because it's just a totally different environment where really in college you have control over the players.
True.
In the pros, the players are gonna tell you where to
Yeah.
go,
And they do. Yeah.
how to get
Yeah.
there, and how quickly you need to leave to go do
Who?
that.
Let's say hello, Charles Haley.
Yeah,
Hello, yeah, Terrell Owens. Right? Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Well,
AJ
even
Brown, even now again, AJ Brown's pulling his encyclopedias back on the sidelines. Yeah.
yeah.
So,
So it's just kind of you don't have any control over them. So very few college coaches who have not had the experience of being an offensive or defensive coordinator or even being on the staff of an NFL team where they can see how things are run by an experienced coach. They need to have that in order to go from
yeah,
college to
true.
the pros.
Yeah.
So it's just, yeah, yeah. Who you gonna replace him with? I
Oh yeah.
understand. I
Yeah.
understand when Browns fans are saying, this is just getting old,
Yeah.
and I'm tired of seeing this. And I think I said this to you in a text. Maybe he wants to get fired. It's the
It
only.
crossed my mind a little bit of. Uh, it's hard for me to believe that, but who knows? I don't know what.
Yeah, because I've told you this before. I think Shadur Sanders was forced on him. He did not want him. He was not going to draft him. And the look on his face when they announced it there was no joy, no
Yeah.
elation. It was like, okay, fine, we drafted him, but I'm gonna bury him so far deep on the bench
Which
that
he has. Yeah.
which he has, that is
He has.
not going to matter. And when you're a coach of an NFL team, when things get personal, that's when you start to lose, and that's when you lose your job. So whatever his reasons were for not wanting him, they're his reasons, and that's fine. But once you start getting personal and not wanting to do what's best for the team, even though you don't like it, because I got a feeling that Belichick and Brady did not get along behind the
Probably not
scenes.
as much as it appeared, I would say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, probably not. However, they were able to put whatever they felt aside because they wanted to win
Yeah.
more than anything else in the
Yeah.
world.
Well,
So I, you
Belichick to
know,
me, I love. There's that one clip they always I've seen many times. He's talking to the players. Just do your job.
yeah,
If
yeah,
everybody just does their job, we can win a game. We can
yeah,
win a game.
and he felt
Do
that way
your
about the
job.
coaches. He felt that way about the coaches too. Just do what I hired you to
Yeah.
do. That's all I
Yeah.
ask.
Yeah.
You don't
Do
have to
your
do any
job.
more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see. We meandered over into the Browns territory, but that's okay.
Yeah.
So there were some good games this weekend in college football, and there were a couple of minor shake. Well, not minor. Um, uh,
Yeah.
who is it?
Oh boy, you're not going down Franklin Road, are you? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Penn State and somebody else. Oh,
Well, that
Texas.
was Penn State and
And Texas are no longer in the top
no,
25.
they got and deservedly so. Get him out of there.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh, James Franklin it pulled perhaps his greatest coup de Franklin, or I don't know even know how to say coup d'etat Franklin. I'm not sure how to just. When I saw that first score, I saw the score first. Had to turn the game on. Of course, I figured UCLA is gonna. They're gonna choke this way. They almost did. UCLA's 0-4, and Penn
yeah,
State was getting. They were getting beat bad.
yeah. They were. It really it was not as close as the final score was. It wasn't even that close. So, and
And I'm
Texas,
officially off any Drew Aller as a top five quarterback. No, no, thank you.
I agree with you.
Yeah,
Now, for
no
those who are
thanks.
watching the first time, Jerry is a prisoner of the moment. He will watch he will watch the first play of a game and see the quarterback and go, yeah, he's not ready for prime time. He's not ready for prime time. But in this particular case, I agree with him. Uh, Drew Aller does not.
Yeah, no.
He didn't have any wins against top 10 teams, and then he loses to a team
Yeah.
that is 0-4, and 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 not even anywhere near the top
Uh,
25.
no, yeah. That
I
was a
would,
bad loss. Yeah.
yeah, I would say for him, go back to Penn State one more year. I mean, come on. Grandpa Bo played like 90 years in college before he
Yeah, may
came
as
out.
well. Yeah, it's nothing that's, yeah.
But he was ready when it was time to come out. He was ready to play. He is ready for prime time, and I think that was part of it. Was that maybe he felt he wasn't ready, and they kept giving him more years and more. I
Yeah,
think he only
possible.
was. I think it was only 6 or 7 years, and he got an extra year because of COVID, and so
Oh,
everybody
that's
kind of
right.
got an
Yeah.
extra year because of that. So, but when he came out, he was ready to be a professional quarterback. So maybe Drew Aller should stay one more year, give it an opportunity, um, and see how that comes out. So I'm looking at the AP top 25, And most of these are Southeast Conference teams.
Well,
More than half of them. More than
yeah,
half
right,
of
or
them.
Big Ten probably. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. There is one, let's see. Well, Notre Dame is in here and they're an independent. They really shouldn't be in here, but they are. They keep them in here. And there
Miami.
is, oh, Miami's good.
Yeah, they're
I
decent.
watched
I
them.
tell you,
I
I
watched
swear.
them.
My thing though with Miami is at some point they will turn into Miami of recent years, and they'll lose a game that they should easily win. That's my
Yeah,
guess. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I'm kind of with you on that. And I think it's the coach. I mean, it's like with Penn State. It's like with Notre Dame. The coach does enough to get them to where they need to be, but then when it comes time to get over that hump, they can't seem to do it. So it's just kind of yeah. I totally agree with you on that. Um, but now like Lane Kiffin did not Kiffin the game away.
No,
Uh, he absolutely he called that last play he called to get the first down was just an absolutely beautiful play call. So I get on Lane Kiffin because he has a habit of losing games that he really should win
yeah,
and losing games when the lights are brightest. He has a habit of doing that. But this time it was against a good team. It was a close game. The game was in his hand, and he made the most beautiful play call to get that first down. I was really, I like Lane Kiffin,
yeah,
but I mean, truth is truth. He will blow the game for you when given an
sure, yeah,
opportunity. Yeah, so but this time he didn't. He made a beautiful play call. So I think um, this coming week, Ohio State is playing Illinois, and I think they're unbeaten. And so, and then
Illinois is unbeaten.
I believe they are.
Wow, I
No,
didn't
no,
know.
they're not. They're not. I'm thinking of Indiana.
Yeah,
Illinois, Illinois.
Indiana's not bad. Yeah.
Yeah, Illinois lost to Indiana by
Yeah.
like about 100 points,
Okay.
something like that. So, but Oregon has Indiana next this coming Saturday.
That's an
So
interesting game.
that'll be good. Now here's what I thought was funny. So Miami was off last weekend, and Oregon jumped over them to number two. Now they both won this weekend, and Miami jumped them to number two. So I'm not exactly sure
Yeah,
how
I'm
that
not sure
voting
how that
went.
works with that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, actually, what happened was Miami got 21 first place votes, and Oregon only got five. So, but they've
I
got
think that.
a.
Yeah, Ohio State to me is going to be pretty tough to beat. I think.
I think Ryan Day, after he won the national championship, he figured out how to win it.
Yeah.
But now he has a bunch of
Well, he's got Matt Patricia.
he's got a bunch of ex-professional. He's
Yeah.
got a bunch of NFL coaches on his staff.
Yeah.
So, I
Did he
mean,
still have the Oregon Eagles uh, oh, offensive coordinator? He was coaching.
Chip
Yeah, thank
Kelly.
you. Yeah, Chip
No,
Kelly.
no, Chip Kelly went to where did he go? I think Chip Kelly went to the Raiders. I think so. He's back in the NFL. I don't remember where he went. He's back in the NFL. So yeah,
Yeah, he's
so
with the Raiders. Woo! No wonder that. Well, yeah, Raider fans. Yeah, hang in there.
my brother Aaron is a Raiders fan and a Clemson Tigers fan. I haven't heard from him all season. I
No, yeah.
don't I don't think I
The
will.
Raiders.
And I'm surprised I haven't heard from Michael, my brother Michael. because he's a.
The
I didn't
Lions are
hear from.
fine. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Lions are good. They lost
Yeah.
that first game, and
Yeah.
everybody
Oh, they're
was
fine.
was
Yeah.
was ready to bury him.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've come back and
That's a
they've
good
won
team.
four. Yeah. So okay, I guess we can switch over to NFL. Sure, why not?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give Shanahan credit. He is winning, and most of his guys are in the hospital. I mean,
He I,
I
I don't,
he
I
might
saw, yeah.
he might call me and you up just so he can have 53 people in uniform for
Yeah.
game day.
I got it. I can't, I'm trying to think real quick. Shanahan, right now, coach of the year. Who's your argument against that? I got nobody.
No, I don't. I don't either.
Yeah.
Although, if I'm going to wait to see how the rest of the season works out because we're only 5 weeks in. But
Yeah.
the coach for the Cowboys, they've actually been playing pretty well. Um, uh,
Is that
what
Schottenheimer? Yeah.
Schottenheimer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew his dad was a coach. I couldn't remember which
Yeah,
one it
but
was.
well, I don't know. Cowboys. I'd always figured the Cowboys to me are a weird team. It's like they don't ever seem to play quality teams. They just kind of have a schedule. They kind of skirt through everybody. It's kind of
Yeah,
strange.
yeah. But that's why I
Yeah.
said I'm gonna wait. We're only in week 5. I'm gonna wait and see how it comes out.
Or Campbell. I mean, if Detroit has one loss, I'd probably go maybe Dan
Yeah.
Campbell.
Now Gabriel Dillon should be the starter for the rest of the year unless he gets hurt.
I'd
Now,
yeah.
if he gets
Either
if he gets hurt, I'm gonna want to see what Stefanski does.
he's
Because
got
if he puts Flacco back in there, it's personal. He has
Flacco
something
is
against.
listed as number 2. So
Right. And that also tells you it's personal. He
yeah.
has something against Shadur, or and from what I've read, Shadur doesn't even get to run the scout team.
Huh. That I
That's the
haven't seen.
that's the third string quarterback's job, is to run the scout team. He won't even let him on the field with that.
Now,
So
I'm not sure, and I would have to look. I don't know the depth chart, but I do know they have Bailey Zappa or Zappy on
right,
the roster somewhere.
right.
Probably on
So
the practice roster.
And then,
But
so the truth
it,
is, Flacco has shown you he is not the one.
no,
He
he
has
doesn't.
shown
Yeah.
it. But if
You,
something happens to Gabriel and he is out and he puts Flacco back in there,
that's a
then,
mistake.
well, I know it just tells me
Yeah.
he has something against Shadur, and Shadur is not going to play. He's not going to see the field.
I if Flacco ends up if Gabriel gets hurt and Flacco starts, I'd say more than 2 games, I will be very upset with the team because we know this is guaranteed. Flacco is not the future. He's the past. So you got to play Gabriel Shadur, even play Zappy. I don't care who you play, but you're not playing a
I,
40-year-old.
I,
You got
I
to play a
wouldn't play.
kid and figure that out.
I wouldn't play Zappy.
Yeah.
It's either going to be
Yeah.
Gabriel, Dylan
Yeah,
Gabriel,
or
or
Shadur,
Shadur
yeah.
Sanders. One of
And
those two.
I wouldn't hesitate if Gabriel starts the scores 24-0 at halftime. I'd play Shadur. You got to figure out the rest of this season should be for the Browns about figuring out who is your quarterback for next year, or do we need to draft?
I think he wants
That's
to
my
get
thing.
fired. I
Yeah.
think he wants to get fired. I think he
I
does.
don't.
I think he's up.
Maybe. It won't bother me if he gets fired. I used to defend him more. Now I'm more like, I think, yeah, the stat that got me, he's 4-20 in his last 24 games. I'm sorry, but you know whose numbers are very similar to that, probably? Hugh Jackson. So why not get rid of Stefanski and call Hugh back?
I know.
It doesn't. 4-20 is not good. That's not
No,
good.
it's not. Now
No,
he won two Coach of the Year awards, but that's 2 years out of what, six
I
or
think this
seven?
is his sixth year,
Yeah,
which
so
is
two
still
years.
pretty. That he's got two Coach of the Year awards so fast is pretty
Yeah,
amazing. But
yeah,
maybe it's just a mirage. Who knows? Just some
maybe.
weird thing.
I mean, he did a great job in that year when he had to play like five different quarterbacks,
Great
and,
job.
and yeah,
But
and
you know
and
what?
and
I'm
and
gonna
they got
admit
to the
the
playoffs.
that team. I think it seems like it was 10 years ago. It was I think only 2 years ago. The defense was fantastic that year.
Yeah,
So the
yeah,
defense carried them a lot, and they really just needed to probably score 21 points, and they were going to win.
yeah, and
Uh,
maybe
yeah,
that's a telling stat for him because he's supposed to be an offensive guru. And if you can't score more than 21 or 28 points a game and you're an offensive guru, maybe that's a telling stat. I mean, come
I
on.
haven't
He's
followed it
he's
as much, but I have not seen. Apparently, the running back Judkins is playing well,
Oh yeah.
but that's about it on offense. That's it.
Yeah.
They're not doing it.
Well, I mean, after all,
Judy's terrible, I guess. I don't know.
yeah, after all, I mean, he was the coach that got rid of Baker.
Huge. The thing that bothers me is the Baker move, the Watson move. No one ever was held accountable for either of those.
Yeah.
Both the
He
GM,
was
I give the GM, the GM had so far his draft last year was fantastic. He nailed it, did really good job. But so maybe it's time for Stefanski to go. I don't,
maybe
and I
so.
don't care if somebody hires him a week later. It doesn't matter. Maybe he's not maybe he's not ready to. I don't know. It's very strange.
Yeah, so now my favorite game yesterday was the Patriots beating the Bills. That was my favorite game. I was upset with the Patriots because I felt, and I can't think of the coach's name from last year, but he was a former linebacker for the Patriots,
Boy, yeah.
and I can't think of his name. But I felt that they did not give him
They
what
did
he
not.
needed, what he needed to succeed. I feel
Uh,
like they've given Mike Vrabel everything that he has needed in order for him to be successful. And so I'm kind of torn. I like Drake May and
Jared
I like
Mayo.
Jared Mayo. Okay. I felt like they did not do anything to help him last year. This year, they went into free agency, which the Patriots have never done before. They've gotten all these offensive linemen for Drake May, which they didn't do last year. They got all of these receivers and running backs for Vrabel, which they did not do for Mayo, and so but I'm not a big Josh Allen fan, and so I was okay with seeing him get beat. I mean, he's a local kid. He's from right over here in Clovis, but I was okay with him getting beaten and there being no
I
more
don't.
undefeated teams.
There, you could probably find. There's a clip that I saw. It was Robert Kraft saying that they needed to. The reason they got rid of Mayo was because they need to win now. Well, that's every team is going to say that. I thought it was cheap too that he got one
Yeah,
year, and it was almost like. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it was a fair shot. Just looking at Jared Mayo, apparently he's unemployed, so which he probably doesn't care. He's still getting paid, but um,
yeah,
uh,
yeah.
yeah,
It
that was
was
a bad deal. Yeah,
well. It was to me. It was a thing to satisfy the Rooney Rule. He didn't really want to hire Jared Mayo. He really wanted to hire Mike Vrabel.
probably after Belichick, that somebody said, "Hey, well, you better hire somebody." Yeah, for the
Yeah,
Rooney
so
Rule. Yeah.
I don't think he really wanted to hire Mail. He
Yeah.
gave him
What?
that year.
Yeah.
But now the thing is, if you're gonna say we need to win now, then that means you go into free agency. You get the lineman that they need
Well, get him
to
some pieces. Yeah.
yeah, you get him some players to
Yeah.
work
Not.
with if you
Yeah.
need to win now. So yeah,
Yeah.
it,
Not
it, it was
forty-year-old
just
Cam
kind of
Newton or something like that. Yeah.
right, exactly. Not Cam Newton. I mean, come on. Ready? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Although I
It's
do
like,
enjoy Cam. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So now, there's one other game I want to talk about. Um, the Chargers are putting way too much in the hands of Justin Herbert because he really kind of threw that game away yesterday. That kid that they drafted as a running back, Omarion Hampton,
Yeah.
he's really good. He needs to run the ball, or they need to run the ball at
25
least
times or
30,
something.
25, 30
Yeah.
times in a game,
He
and
that
not
they
throw the ball 40
Yeah,
times.
they are running. I think I don't know who's out on their offensive line, but they've got a lot of injuries. They're going to start. They're starting to slip because of all the injuries.
Yeah, yeah. So this is where Harbaugh, who other than
Yeah,
Mike Tomlin, those are my two favorite coaches. This is where he's gonna have to figure it out, and
you make
and
me think too. Is I don't Harbaugh when he has to. I'd almost want to say that Harbaugh when he has to work with less than top equipment or top personnel
yeah.
is average. When he's got the personnel, he's great. But if you take away the personnel, yeah, we'll
I
see.
don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
We'll see. I kind of sort of disagree with that because everybody has injuries, but he still does manage to put a decent product on the field. For some reason, Greg Roman, who is the offensive coordinator, called a lot of passes in that game yesterday. A lot of passes,
I know.
and when they won those first three games, they were running a lot more than they were passing. And Herbert wasn't having. He was getting quality passing time. It wasn't a quantity of passing. And so yeah, I think they gotta go back to let's just run the ball because even mediocre offensive linemen run block better than they pass block.
True.
So yeah, so even and when I say mediocre, these guys are professional levels, so they really aren't
Yeah. No.
mediocre.
Right. Right. Right.
I mean, they're good enough to
Yeah.
be on a professional roster, but yeah, so I hope he kind of gets back to that. Pittsburgh didn't play this weekend, did they?
No, they have a bye, and they will come back and play the Browns. So I expect Steelers to win that by probably
Oh,
14.
are they going to Cleveland or Cleveland coming to
I
them?
think
Do you know?
Cleveland. I still take the Steelers by probably 14,
Let's see who we
something like
got
that.
here. I got it. I got next week's schedule. Oh yeah, they're at the Steelers.
The Browns are
Okay.
on the road.
Yeah, they're on the road.
Oh, they're
They're at the
definitely done. They're going to lose by
they're
14
at the
at least.
Steelers. Well, Gabriel, with
No,
another week, I think he's going to be better. I liked him. I liked him. I liked him from when he started. He was at UCF that year. They went undefeated and didn't even get a chance to play for a national title. He was
yeah,
there that year.
I
So,
think he's
and I liked him
okay.
there.
Is a I would. I'm probably one of those. The jury's still out. Is he a starter? We don't know yet.
We'll
You know.
see. The only problem I have with him is when he drops back to pass, his shoulders are already turned.
Oh,
So if anything is going on behind him to the right,
right.
unless he turns back there, he can't see it happening. And that's the only, I mean, he's a lefty, but like Steve Young always went back with his shoulders more square to the line, even though his lower body was going back on the line. His shoulders were more square to the line. So what was happening over here to the right, he could see it. So that's the only problem I have
I
with him.
don't know what that. Not good. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So anyway, buddy. Well, thank you. It was great talking to you this week, and we dived into some personal stuff, but that's okay. We do that sometimes, so that's all right. Yeah. So, well, I hope you have a good week this week,
Yep.
and you got tournaments and stuff this week. Well,
Three of
good
them.
luck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I will probably see you if you're gonna be there next week at the Hall of Fame dinner.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. For Jim. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I will be there for that.
Yep.
So
Cool. Yeah.
anyway, so let's get started with a little traveling music here. I love this song.
And we have no idea who it is.
None whatsoever. All right. Thanks everybody. This is Otis,
I'm Jerry.
and this is Two Guys Catching Up on Football. Ciao, Bella.
Yeah, peace.